I'm Ben Fisk, and I'm coming home to play for Vancouver Football Club. It still feels pretty surreal, to be honest. Like you said, I'm home. East fanboy. This has always, I think, been a dream of mine to come finish my career at home. So honestly, more speechless than I've ever felt, but hard not to jump on the opportunity to come. I saw, what they were able to build in year one. Incredible, branding, marketing, the fan base, put up a stadium in what, 2 months? It was all pretty incredible to watch from afar, and something that I was watching closely and excited to be a part of at some point. And then I think the final kind of kicker for me was our game here in July. Got the win with Cavs, and I just come back from injury, playing in front of my friends and family. I think it was my first pro game in Vancouver in 10 years. Able to help Cavs get the win and score in front of my friends and family. I think I had 50, 60 people here. So that was pretty special, and I think from that moment on, it was like, damn, it's going to be hard not to try and make this happen. And thankfully, between VFC and Cavs, we're able to come to an agreement and bring me home. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I'm really excited to play with the group of guys here and play under Afshin. I think the progression that they had last year from a rocky start to the last 7, 8, 9 games of the season, I think they were a team that nobody in the league wanted to play. They were picking up points off everyone, getting a lot of good results, and ultimately, maybe a bit late in the season for their playoff push and those sort of things. But I saw a lot of things from afar that I was quite excited about. So that would be my first thing. Just really excited to hit the pitch with all my new teammates, and guys like Caden I've played with before, Alejandro Diaz. I was pretty bummed leaving Pacific. We had just signed him, and I was chomping at the bit to play with a guy like that. For myself, first and foremost, a playmaker, and having a guy like that on the end of your passes, you feel pretty good about what your assist tally is going to look like at the end of the year. So really excited to play with guys like that. And then I've been best buddies with Callum Irving since we were like 10, 11 years old. So again, that's a whole other storyline, probably a whole other interview we could do, but that stuff like that's going to be really cool. And again, having our families that have been watching us play together since we were little kids now coming out to watch us play in hopefully a full stadium is pretty darn cool. Yeah, I think, you did touch on it. There's a leadership component. I've captained a number of teams in my career. So I think adding that experience and leadership to a young, hungry group is a huge thing for us moving forward. And then, playing-wise, I think I complement a lot of the guys we already have. I mentioned Caden and Alejandro Diaz. I think those are two guys that I can help get the best out of. That's kind of always my mindset is being a great teammate and great guy to play alongside first and foremost. So I think I'm a guy who can help get the best out of everyone in this group. Don't want to say this on camera, but honestly I might shed a couple of tears. It's going to be pretty special wearing this crest that when I was a kid growing up in East Van didn't exist. There was not a whole lot of opportunities to play professional football in Canada, period. We did have the Whitecaps, and that was always something to look up to, but there's something about what they've built here at VFC in a very short time that feels this is my hometown club. This is the club that I want to be a part of now, helping to build on and off the field, and be a part of for the rest of my life, helping to build that sort of generational support, and in 20, 30 years, imagine how big this club can be.